Welcome to another edition of Booty Talk. My name's Haley Williams and I read Postmaster so that you don't have to. As you may know, this past weekend was the 12th annual SU Native Powwow, and being someone who was raised fairly ignorant of Native American culture, I was really excited to see what this was all about. There was gourd dancing, chanting, singing, and a grand entry to end all grand entries. But it still wasn't clear to me what all of this meant for those involved. I sat down with Southwestern's own Olivia Woodward to learn about her connection to the powwows and what all of it means in a greater context. So in today's powwow, what is your official role or your title?
My official title is head lady, and that means I'm basically the lead dancers for all the women. So typically that just means that when I start dancing, everyone else can start dancing.
And how long have you been doing that in these powwows?
Since the powwow's been here, I've either just been a volunteer or a normal dancer.
Okay.
We usually hire, or not hire, but ask other women to come be head lady.
So how long have you been involved in powwows? I mean, were you raised like going to powwows or?
I started dancing when I was about 10.
Okay.
We had to find our Native community. A lot of times you aren't born into it unless you're on a reservation. And so when I was about 10, I started dancing at powwows. And from there, I started learning about my specific tribe's dancing styles. So I started doing that as well. And then I was princess for a couple of years. And then now I'm here.
So this is open to the community. So community members who may not be really familiar with Native American culture or history or what a powwow is, what is like the one thing that you want them to take away from this experience?
It's really about community, and it's very open, and for SU Native, we really want to educate people on Native culture. And I think sometimes people feel awkward asking questions, like they're going to ask the wrong questions, which can happen sometimes. But for me, it's the intent behind it. So the intent of our powwow is to be a safe, open space for people to come and learn and participate.
And what is your favorite part of participating in the powwow?
I love dancing. I think dancing's my favorite part. And I love food. So I really like Indian tacos. Those are probably the best parts.
And will you continue coming to these after you graduate, or?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, so I hope to come to this one every year I'm able to. And I also do powwows all over Texas.
Right.
So
awesome. Cool. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
And if you miss the powwow this year, then sucks to suck. You'll have to wait till next year. And I know that we are nearing that time in this semester where there are just so many things that you could be going to and you just don't. And I'm not here to try to pressure you or persuade you to go into things you don't want to go to. I just want you to have options. If you like music and dance, then the next 3 weeks are chock full of music and dance recitals. And if there's a specific person or performance that you want to see, make sure to keep your eye on the calendar so that you don't miss it. Capstone presentations are coming up as well. So if you think you have a really bitchin' capstone, please email me. I would love to plug it on the show and have the 6 people who actually watch it come support you. And now this week, as always, we have Meditation Mondays in Prothrow and church lunch. I know that it's at one of the 1,000 Methodist churches that's on University, but I can't remember which one at the moment. So just try all of them until you find the right one. And Tuesday is super awesome because classes are canceled for the Creative Works Symposium, so make sure to check that out. And Tuesday also marks the opening of the student art exhibit in the Seraphim Gallery. Now that will be open until April 27th, but there will only be one reception, and that will be this Tuesday, April 12th from 10 to noon. Wednesday, we've got another UT fair coming up. This time it's for nonprofits and government jobs. So if you really want a job that pays as if you don't have crippling student loan debt, make sure to check this out. You just need to sign up with Career Services to reserve your spot. This Thursday, there will be a Situating Place Paideia Cluster geocaching event. Now, I've never been geocaching, but I imagine it's kind of like going on an Easter egg hunt, but better because your grandma isn't there shaming you for not having plans after graduation. That will be at 4 this Thursday. Also this Thursday is the Jesse Daniel Ames Lecture, and this year's speakers are Martha P. Cotera, Maria Elena Martinez, and Dr. Yolanda Chavez Leyva. And they will be speaking about Chicana feminism in Texas, histories of social justice, scholarship, and spiritual activism. You can check that out Thursday at 4 in Olin 105. Dead Man Walking opens this Friday, and it will be playing in the Jones Theater for 2 weekends, so make sure to get your tickets. If you love Sean Penn and Susan Sarandon, they won't be there, but they were in the movie that this play is based on, which means it's going to be a great show. And that's all I have for you this week. Please follow us on all of the social medias, and thank you again for tuning in. And hey, I'm being serious about emailing me about your capstones, because I would love to come and support you all, and I'm sure the other 5 people who watch this would love to come and support you as well. As always, I'm Haley Williams, and I read Postmaster so that you don't have to. What is geocaching like?